A Moving Earth, A Fragile Peace, and a Changed World, March 2012, Monthly Overview. Highlights. Analysis of March 2012 global mood and perception patterns indicates expanding geopolitical risk in the Mediterranean and the Middle East. Increased risk of unrest and violent protests in Western Europe. Increased risk for significant natural event for Japan, Southeast Asia, Indonesia, and Australia. Serious tectonic risk for Middle and South America. What is the geopolitical outlook for March 2012? This map shows the areas of the world most at risk of geopolitical escalation. Areas of high concern have greatly increased from recent months. Primary areas of escalation are the Middle East, the Mediterranean, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, and Southeast Asia. The United States may take a hostile stance in response to unfolding events. Eastern Europe is also shown in an escalating position. It is unclear whether this is as shown or is an artifact of the expanding escalation around the Mediterranean and Middle East. This chart indicates that the primary concern in the energy markets is geopolitics throughout the month of March. This supports an ominous geopolitical picture. There is some relief the first week of the month, but a resurgence of geopolitical concerns quickly follows in the second and third weeks. Fears, rumors, and speculation of what might be about to happen should be highest near the end of the month. Energy markets could be quite volatile. What is the socio-economic picture for March 2012? Increased societal chaos is indicated for Western Europe, Russia, Japan, and Indonesia. This configuration is often accompanied by protests, unrest, or disruptive events of some type. Western Europe, Japan, Indonesia, and Australia show elevated risks for disaster or destruction of some type. The disaster indications in Japan, Indonesia, and Australia are associated with natural events indicated in the corresponding map presented in the next section. This indication in Europe is not likely associated with geopolitical or natural events. It could be due to extremely violent protests or possibly to terrorist activity. Social concerns in the Mediterranean, the Middle East, and parts of Africa imply the development of a serious situation. The areas involved overlap areas of concern in the geopolitical map shown previously. China is shown associated with economic risks. This configuration may be manifested in market volatility, instability, a contraction in spending and hiring, and/or increased public anxiety. This chart shows stock market projections from the market mood model through March 2012. Actual stock market data is through February 24. An anticipated long-lasting decline mentioned in previous reports cannot be confirmed by this model to have begun or be in process of beginning at this time. Other indicators show it is now in progress. Markets may end the month of March little changed from the beginning of the month. Are there any significant natural events projected for March 2012? Nature is seen as serious or deadly in parts of Middle and South America, Southeast Asia, Indonesia, and Australia. The American region of concern is associated with tectonic activity. The Southeast Asia, Indonesia, and Australia regions of concern are associated with flooding and/or storms. This second group corresponds with an elevated disaster risk on the social map. There's an increased risk of tectonic activity in Japan. Because of the potential disaster indications from the social map, Japan may be at risk for another large earthquake and/or new problems from radiation. Waters off of Japan are also indicated at risk. The United States and Canada may see a dramatic increase from the last few months in storms and associated precipitation. Conclusion. March is a transition period to a new paradigm. Global problems impact ability to remain optimistic. Expanding areas of geopolitical concern. Increasingly hostile tone from an increasing number of nations. Mediterranean and the Middle East are central. Increased risk of significant natural events in a number of areas. Primary risk areas are Middle and South America, Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Australia, and Japan. Brought to you by A New Story Foundation's Cutting Edge Research and Sustainability. For more information on the Mood Compass project, visit moodcompass.com.